Hi guys, Caroline here. Thought it'd be rude not to show you. I'm in Hamner Springs, New Zealand, South Island. Just going amongst all the woods. As you can hear, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. Just, winter detoxing going on. So yeah, I'm here, so I can go up to the lookout. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So yeah, welcome to Hamner Springs. I'm going to look out for the falcon. And there's other beautiful native birds in these woodlands. I think bellbirds particularly. I love the sound of bellbirds. It's a very pretty area. And obviously it's winter here and we've had quite a lot of rain. You'd bring bikes here, so they have bike tracks as well. Oh yep, so that's the walk. So yeah, that's for the bikes. They'll come down from there, so that's why it's got the stop sign. Ooh, yep, it's a nice picture of the falcon. The coon. These flaxes here have beautiful flowers in the summer. All these flax seeds, flax pods. They're particularly nice when they're flowering. It's all in winter hibernation here. Got the sun trying to peek its way out. But there's quite a few walks that you can go on. You can even do longer walks. This is just quite quaint. Get beautiful oxygenated air. Great for the body, mind, spirit. If you've been anything like me, actually just talking about it, just Christina Lope's latest video, talking about like the spiritual awakening, and you almost, I know for my nervous system, it is extra sensitive. So you think that, people misperceive, I think that you get stronger, which you do, but you actually get more sensitive because you're not only sensitive to the spirit, sensitive to, the psychic gifts, the downloads, the codes, the frequencies that you're, because as you bring your conscious awareness to things, the growth is exponential. And but with that, the side effects, as it were, are the fact that you can become dysregulated quicker in many respects if you don't do the grounding. I actually stayed in that house once with my family. They got a hot tub on the front porch. Not a big living area in there, and it was only really one bedroom, and the kids sort of be in with you. But it was a cheaper house, so I think it was $99 New Zealand dollars. Anyway, just sidetrack there. There are lots of Hanma holiday homes, lots of houses you can book to stay with your family, so you can buy your own food and cook, which is good for big groups as well. Gives you, or as opposed to paying for motels. It's just a little tip from a local. There's lots of houses, so we're sort of climbing Conical, up towards Conical Hill. There's a mountain biker. Oh, I don't think I'd be game for that, to be fair. But it's really cool that you see all this happening as you're walking. And there are walks that are less gradient, you know, for those that aren't so fit. And you can hear, because I found I went through such a lot of work prior to my husband's death. I was pumping cortisol. I was running on adrenaline for so many years. You know, certainly 6 months of the year. Winter was always my time to rest and recharge, ready for the coming seasonal, because it's agricultural seasonal work. But with that, I found basically my body became intolerant of me pushing past what it was trying to tell me that I should be doing. But obviously for financial reasons, you continue on, right? Because you I suppose the old adage, you think you're trying to get ahead, right, to become freehold eventually, but it's all a bit of a con. Well, anyway, we won't go into too much detail, but just think about Satui Trust and dead entity stuff with your birth certificate. But anyway, that's getting sidetracked. Put it this way, awakening is you become awakened out of the matrix of the control and the, I don't know, what's perceived wealth, right? To me, wealth is health now. It's funny how they end in the same words, E-A-L-L-T-H, so wealth is most definitely health. And anyway, you can hear me panting. I'm actually a bit better than I was. I am going up an incline, but when my husband died, I really struggled to get up this incline because of all the cortisol that I'd previously had pumping through my system. And it really affected my body. It definitely affected my throat chakra. And but it's now time for me, right? So I definitely be focusing on my own healing, and obviously been thrust on the twin flame journey. But ironically, that journey, has opened up these activations, if you are, initiations into the spirit realm a lot deeper. It's like you're going into a more truth, beyond religion and the Bible, because you realise, like if you see some of my previous videos about the Nag Hammadi, that even gives you a greater depth of understanding about the divine feminine. Pistis Sophia was responsible for breathing the life into the body. The God that created this body. So you learn about the gods and goddesses. Jesus isn't contrary to them. You realise that they're working in cohesion. And those years that he spent in Egypt, it was almost like a blanked out stage in the Bible. He was having his initiations with the people that were, when Jesus says, greater things will you do, he meant it. He's not like, you're weak, you're only strong. Well, you are strong because of him, because of what he did, but the bits that are missing, like Mary Magdalene's account, the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine, and when you start to grasp that within, I don't know, it just wakens you up to being so content on your own in the solitude. And you're not craving for things outside of yourself anymore. And I'm sharing this with you because it's like, come on guys, let's go on a journey together. You might be resonating with it because, you're doing exactly the same thing, but just in your own way and on your own. It's kind of like all paths lead to lead to, I don't know, hermeticism truths, universal truths. You know, it's like changing your belief systems and your perceptions, and you're seeing how people, through their own eyes, you know, that's their experience, that's their perception, that's their God source code. And we all have different paths, right? Like your path will be different to my path. You know, okay, you could walk on this path with me, this physical 3D path, and there is other paths that are in the spiritual that aren't discernible with the naked eye, right? But you see with your third eye, and it brings great strength and comfort, because you're no longer dictated by outside and what other people are trying to say to you, what you should or shouldn't do. You're literally being guided by your heart, mind and soul, and you're listening with your body. You're listening to your body and what it needs, and you're no longer compromising. Isn't this gorgeous, guys? Like, it's just high octane. Like, there'll be plenty of places, I'm sure, in your country, whether you're from, you know, you have to get close to any hills and woodland and reserves, and you know, you're in the heart of nature, you know. And like I said on my previous short, you know, the trees aren't, you know, packing a shit because there's no leaves on the no leaves. The firs are quite happy. But all these others are sort of protected by their warmth as well. Like there must be that the whole cohesion. And you look at these as, if you looked at them as individuals, right? Their root systems, they'll all be communicating through the microbiome. You know, and all this sort of stuff is ideal for growing mushrooms. Just letting nature be. You know, you've got no chemical pesticides and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's just, you know, it's left untouched. And there's a, you're not really seeing all the hamlet, but got the hills at the other side there. So seeing if it with the lookout, whether it will actually show you. You know what, it's just so nice that there's no one else on this track with me, so I can talk. And so where are we now? You are here. 4, okay. Right. Oh well, we'll just keep walking. So you can actually go both ways. I'm not sure which way to go, whether we go up that way. Not really that clear. Oh, there's one on this side too, not. I'm just talking now, speaking out, thinking out loud. Oh, look at that. See, that would have been a mushroom. But it's all, look at that. I'm communicating, it's probably poisonous, but anyway. You are here. But interestingly, I came from down here. So I suppose I could go up there. But the weird thing is, I would have thought, I don't know what, I'm not really sure, I'm a bit confused. It doesn't really represent what I'm seeing on there, in my opinion. So I might actually go right here. It's still got the falcon thing, so we must still be on track, but I haven't seen any yet. Another falcon sign. Carrera. I don't know whether they say that Carrera or something like that. You can zoom in over there, look at the mountains. Yeah, so good. Yeah, this is even more of an incline, if you can tell by the way I'm angling it. Put it down from that perspective. Like even the the tree that's died will still be fulfilling, nutrients out of that that's now going back in the ground, right? And then you get all the bugs made in homes in it, And a bit of gorse there, bit of stray gorse. Oh, that's a fantail. Hey buddy, can you come say hi? I love them fantails. They're like the human version of a bird because they get really close and they're not frightened. Can you follow me, buddy? So our overseas family can see. Hey buddy. Hello. He's becoming a bit more visible. Come on in. Come on. Hopefully he'll follow. They usually do. I love being around you. Usually flush around you. Like they're not too scared to get too close. Come on. Oh, I'm really panting. You can start to see sort of the side of Hanma. If I look back. So yeah, the bulk of the town obviously a bit further around, but you can see all these cool houses here. Got another falcon sign, so we're on track. Literally. I think you still can't see too much. You can always fast forward it, guys. Sorry about my breathing. But we've got to breathe. Oh, just so crisp. It's just like filling your lungs with good stuff. Untainted from the world. There are always pockets in the world, wherever you are, where you can get the good stuff. And I definitely recommend it. Whew, it's a little hike. Even my breathing, maybe it's an ASMR video. Oh, beauty. I wonder how many 1,000 feet extra I am from the town. Oh. Oh. And it still continues. Which path do you want to take, guys? Easy route. I can't give up now. It's gone really quiet, except my breathing. Let's bring back the balance of the masculine and feminine, but not the wounded masculine and feminine, the healed masculine and feminine. Let's do it collectively. You know, each one that you're not selfish for choosing you, right? Because unless you put your own oxygen mask on, how the heck are you supposed to help another? So, and which path now, guys? This is such a sign of life, you know. You get to point zigzags in life. Sometimes you feel like you're going over the same old ground, but sometimes it's just you are raising an elevation just slightly. So don't get discouraged when you feel like giving up, because the incline just can get too weary, and the air almost gets a bit thinner, but it's purer. Get back here. Feels like the same as what it was down there. Which path, guys? If you looked at it from a 3D perspective, you'd think I was still down there, wouldn't you? Right. So don't be deceived by the eyes. Maybe this is why I came on this walk, but it does feel like we're getting to the top. So bear with, guys. You can always fast forward it, but then you might have missed out on what I said. But then what's meant for you is always, you'll hear it. You'll fast forward to exactly the right spot where I'm talking and what you need to hear. And we all have this gift, right? It's just sharing what you learnt on your path of ascension. And as many people that are in the quagmire still look beautiful, you know, not distancing what's down there, but a parkland, marshy lands. But you can, there's always a bigger perspective when you're down there though, right? To be attained. Yeah, of course, sure, you can play around in the mud down there, but you're not going to get the oxygen like you do up here. I feel like someone's crying when I said that. If you are, just release it. And just know that Spirit knows, Spirit feels, Spirit hears. The unseen world is not dead, it's very active in and around us. The birds are testament to that. There's some fantails up above. Oh, I think we're getting close to the lookout. Holy moly, guys. Woo. I was down there for a bit of effort. But sometimes you need to stop and just see how far you've come. You know, there's no right or wrong. You know, it wasn't wrong when I was down there. You know, halfway down, third of the way down. Each stage has its gift. I think we must let go of the thought too that, oh, we must get to the top, because I think sometimes the top. Hey, buddy! Fantail! Come here! Come and show our friends. He's gone up into the big tree. Come on! Come and talk! Come on! Hey, buddy! Hello! Hi! Yep, that's a resident fantail. Hey! Hey! Hey, gorgeous! Hey, beautiful bird! I'll sign off because it looks like there's some people here. I'll just zoom in on him. Look. Isn't he so cute? That's so cute. Hi there.
Hi.
I think this is the lookout, so might as well take you to the lookout. Oh, this feels quite spiritual. So now, so I was start down here somewhere. I think I was here and walked all the way up to here. And you can go on other ones, right? There must be a few K. Does it actually tell you? There's a 3-hour waterfall track for a 2-hour one, 2 hours. Yeah. Right, let's get up this mountain. Look at that, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? They've got a, that'll be a lovely base to go and have a little picnic now. You bring your backpack, a little picnic at the top. It's one of the places that I'd highly recommend to visit if you ever come to New Zealand. It's, for me personally, it's always been one of my favourite spots because they've got hot pools at the bottom. So if you're into health retreats, you know, you basically just do day pass into the pools, and we've got so many different pools, so many different degrees, and they've also got log flumes, slides for kids. Real family. Well, you can see down there was a family, 2 boys. Here's a lookout. Hopefully you'll get to see Hannah. They've obviously felled that area. Oh, yeah, it's more down here, to be fair. That's more of a new sort of residential complex. That area there, same down there. So where all this is here, it's just sort of nestled down here. I'll zoom out. You see we've got more fantails here now. Hey buddies! Hello! That's my vision of a fantail. Oh look, it's an S. See, Kundalini. It's almost like a snake, but then it's like a dollar sign too. So might be a synchronicity for someone. There's wealth up here, you know. We were talking about, you know, well, health is wealth. It's almost confirming it. Oh, look at this big rock. What does it say? In grateful remembrance of Duncan Rutherford of Leslie Hills, 1853 to 1917, and of his untiring activities in the development and progress of this district, erected by the Hannah Springs Progress League, 1933. So even that's old for New Zealand, because New Zealand really is a relatively young country. You know, it was untainted before anyone turned up, right? Completely untouched. So there's been, even in New Zealand standards, a lot of development. But you know, when you look at this sort of landscape, right, like it's, you know, there's still lots of area. But yeah, definitely recommend it for a visit. Signing off, guys. Just out of respect for others. I'll just see if I can switch it around. But there I am.
You're on the rock now.
Bye.